Hello. Alright. You guys gotta give me a second because everything was broken and then I spent all this time trying to fix it and nothing got set up. So, give me a second. I tried to go live, you know, like at my usual time. And I was like, perfect, then I'll just set up all my things. I have my diamond dot, my drills are all set up. But like, I'll get out my little this guy and set up my camera. And instead, I posted in Discord what was happening. It was so weird. It was like, it kept saying that there was an issue with like OBS. And and I'm like, all that we did, James and I played Palia earlier today because my hives were so bad this morning and I was so incredibly itchy that I was like, we need to do something. I was like, we either need to like watch something on TV or like, you know, play a game or something because I'm gonna lose my mind. So we played Palia and that, I'm like, nothing, it should have been, anyway. Yeah, super weird. All right. Yeah, like it wasn't anything that OBS had. Like it was weird. What ended up making everything okay was a Windows update. Also, do you know where the lint roller is? James? Of course he's already not listening. Why would he be? Yeah, I was talking to you, but you never listened. There's so much cat fur on this. Anyway, hi. How are you all doing? I was like, it's the first of the month and everything is like, no, I'm not going to work today. Oh, okay. Sure. Someone else is having OBS issues too? Yeah, it's weird. Like, I shared a thing on Discord if anyone wants to look and, like, try and... Weird. All the things. Mm-hmm. It's fine. I didn't even want... I didn't even want anything to go right today. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping to wake up incredibly itchy with everything not working. However did you know, universe? And then then I had a nice cry with Mittens earlier because I saw a video on Instagram of this person who was using like hair chalk, like pet chalk on a Dalmatian. And evidently he's available for adoption, and then going over and like reading his adoption thing, they mentioned how he's a little bit grumbly and this and the, and I was like, oh my god, it was so much like Patch. And his name is Pongo too, just like the movie. And I was just like, oh my god. It was so many things. Ugh. Fighting being hot. Yeah, it's disgusting here. The thing that really got me was the fact that this dog was so badly emaciated. Like, someone really didn't care, you know? And that sort of thing just always gets me because, like, Patch was a giant jerk, you know? But never in my life would I have allowed or put him outside or anything. And I was just like, some people just need to be put on a list and not allowed to have animals, you know? Yeah. You know, Pippin? She's like, yeah, Mom. I do. Okay. Hiding at home, avoiding traffic today? Oh, is there, like, World Cup stuff happening? Yeah, James was all like, oh, maybe I'll go to, like, Philly for the 4th of July because there's some kind of steam train there. And I was like, no, you won't. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, do you not remember that they're doing World Cup stuff there? And he goes, oh, you're so right. It's like, yeah, you don't want to be going there anytime. But evidently there's some kind of special steam train that's going to be there that he wanted to see, which I'm like, that's fair and valid, but like, yeesh. You have a list for people versions, we need a list for the pets. Yep. Yep. Alright. Well, thank you all for still coming and for waiting while I yelled at my computer. I appreciate you guys. I don't know. And then, of course, my parents called. My mom's like, I just wanted to call and say hi. And I'm like, hi, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so stressed right now. Like, I can't afford, like, a new computer, you know? I mean, we were looking at some options, honestly. At, like, upgrades and parts and things and, yeah. Perfect timing. Got your laundry put away, sat down, and I was on. Yay! Well, I planned it like that, actually. I said, hold on. People are doing laundry and things. You lost track of time. Yeah. I do that too. Pippin, you have the most zoomies today. I love that for you. So she and Mitten saw each other last night through the baby gate. I gave them a little opportunity as well, like how I did with Artemis. And she did better this time. She did hiss at him once. And he started doing some illegal math. Like, he was trying to figure out how he could jump the baby gate, and I was like, sir, I know you could jump the baby gate, but we don't jump baby gates in this house. But he was, like, sitting there, like, looking at the gate, like, I could clear that. And I'm like, I'm sure you could. But the good thing was that he wasn't like, I could clear that and fight that cat. Like, he wasn't trying to figure out how to do it. I think he was just curious because he's like, what's over there? We have to tomorrow go to the vet and pick up some of Artie's medicine. And I'm totally going to talk to them there and be like, so, is anyone looking that you know of to adopt a really great cat? Like, I'm gonna start, like, petitioning for him, you know? Start talking him up. Because I really don't want him going into the shelter, if I can help it. Couple of baby gates in my house, and they have sliding cat door things so the cats can get through when they're allowed. Yes, we have one like that as well. We never actually used it. But one of the gates that we have, like, we have a couple that are different heights for different areas of the house. And my cats are honestly really good about it because in panicked moments, Maple has absolutely gone through and over gates. Like when he has been freaking out over something, the gate's not going to stop him. But most of the time, none of them try and like jump it or whatever. Artie was the only one who would literally try and break in. Like she will pull on the gates to see if they'll open. If they do, she doesn't necessarily know to push to leave, but she will pull on them to see if she can get into like the room that it's closed. But that's okay. He did good with Pippin last night, and he like climbed all over the cat tree in the other room, and he like looked out the window, and he lounged on the carpet just like an indoor cat, and I was like, look at him. And the shelter was very impressed by the video I sent of him and Artie. And they also said that Artie was beautiful, and I was like, yes, I agree. She is. Hi, Petrichor. How are all of you doing? Sorry that I came on and I was just like, brr, 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 computers. It's a Wednesday. No, that was valid. Sick of working and responsibilities. Felt. Work is being stupid, but I just finished watching the new X-Men episodes. Oh, were they good? Having a sad currently. Oh, I'm sorry. Have plans with friends soon, hoping that recedes a bit. I'm so sorry that it's what a crappy Wednesday, huh? It just seems like ugh. Is Mercury in the microwave? Are the planets making me sad? You know how there's like a website that you can use to like check if certain, internet things are down, like Twitch or whatever? There needs to be one that like lets you see what's going on with like astrology that's like ruining everything. You know? Yes, he is since Monday. Oh, I think someone put Jupiter in the oven. Could also be that. True. People need to stop, though. Stop putting the planets in heating sources. I feel like someone put Earth in the oven. I'm dying over here. Yeah, it's hot. I felt bad because my little squirrel friend came by and there wasn't any, like, water in his bowl because, when James had mowed yesterday, it needed to have the thing, like, emptied because it was all full of grass clippings. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. So, like, I refilled and put peanuts out, and I'm like, poor little guy. A lot of Planet Kitchen appliance crossovers this month. Oh, that's unfortunate. Also, 160 stream streak. Dang. That's impressive. Oops. So I don't know that this is like a realistic expectation. But when I was looking at my tracker for the cat cross stitch that I've been working on, last month I got almost 20% done. Now, I know that right now, like yesterday I stitched for a while and I'm in like confetti hell. It's not even like it's not even that like I have a lot. It's just that it would be like this is like one stitch here and one stitch there. And so like I would do it and then have to like tie it off and move it and tie it off and move like one stitch and then move and it was just so like what I did yesterday just it sucked, right? But there's also a part of me that's like if I can do another 20% month, I would be done with the cross stitch. And that means then that I could start my Eevee one on my birth month? So I gotta motivate myself to just get it done.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Raccoon, thank you for the 7-month resub. I hope that you enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing for another month. And of course, your ability to scream. Because goodness gracious, does it feel like a good time to scream? You are my first new color substar for the month. Hooray!
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
That's a big humber.
That's a big humber. Allison, thank you for the 40-month resub. I hope that you enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing and your ability to scream. New paper stars. I have to make this month's calendar. Still. Okay, 1 star. 2 stars. Hype train nearby. Thank you both for the resubs. Here we go. Hooray! 2 stars. Thank you both so much. I appreciate it. No. Oh, God. Not me trying to adjust one dot and, like, pushing a whole bunch. It's fine. What's everybody up to today? It feels quiet, and I think we might all just be... Is it just a Wednesday? It's just... Are we all just having an icky Wednesday?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Stitch and Stone! I think so. The heat from making me tired, yeah. It's a very warm Wednesday, yes. We're in power save mode, that's fair. Welcome, Raiders! How are you? How was your stream today? Listen, there's nothing wrong with everyone just melting together, you know? Where on earth? There they are. Okay, well, welcome in, everybody. My name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety streamer. I'm usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we do other crafts like diamond dots and miniatures and perler beads and, I don't know, a lot of different things. But today we are working on a project that I didn't realize how big this diamond dot was. I need to make a command that is just pulling up like the video of me opening this diamond dot for the first time because my flabbers were gasted. This is a huge diamond dot. And I got it because it looks like my cats. One of my cats is back there. This is, it's like impossible to move. Hold on. It's huge. Like, absolutely massive. You're a ceramicist. Oh, trimming earlier than prepping for glazing. Are you a wheel thrower or a hand builder? It's huge. It's huge. So Wednesdays, I have a little video thing that I do on my Instagram now. Called What Was Past Megan Thinking? Because each one of these little sections takes me about one stream. Like each one of these sections. And so yeah, Wednesdays we film for a Monday update on Instagram. And you know, past Megan, I had really big ambitions. And then I saw how big this piece was. And the worst part is I actually have 2 more diamond dots from the same company that are the same size. Different art, but also really big. I literally was playing Palia earlier. That's what James and I were doing. I needed a distraction because my hives were so bad today. I was in like actual pain. I was like near tears, and I was like, we need to do something. So either we watch a movie or we play Palia, and we play Palia. Thank you so much for the raid. We do paper stars here, so when you subscribe, you get a paper star in that month's special color. And anytime that we get a raid, you get a sparkly silver star. So thank you so much for bringing your community over here for the very first time. We do have a raid video I like to play when brand new peeps come over if you would like to see. It just kind of gives you a taste of the silly shenanigans and cat craziness that happens here in my chat. So I hope that you enjoy this. Consider following. Follows are free, and we'd love to have you back here. If you need to raid and run, do post-stream self-care, clean up, anything like that, please make sure that you do. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll be right back. Say hi. Hi, I'm Megan, and welcome to my stream. We have cats in hats. Dear diary. Dear diary. I dressed as an orange for you. It worked. You're so cute. I can't. I love your face. Nailed it first try. to my birthday stream.
Less than 3,333,333,333,333. Love my family at the moat.
Artemis is staring into your soul right now. Y'all, look at it. You're getting so much maple silliness. Oh, you like the lesbian? Enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you hit that follow button. So, Raiders and friends of the moat, I have a question, and that is, are you ready for some shenanigans? /in chat if you are. I'm so sparkly! So sparkly. All right, Raiders, moat friends, if you are here and ready for shenanigans, can we get some readies in the chat? That is a follower emote. Feel free to spam them. Also, I completely forgot to ask if Stitch and Stone had any links or art that they would like to share with us. I'm so sorry. I was like excited about new friends and wanting to make sure I remembered my video and everything, and I completely forgot to ask if there was a link that they wanted to share. So if you're still here, I know you said you had to clean, or if anyone in the chat from that raid has like a link to their shop or their Instagram or anything like that, feel free to share it. Thank you so much for the follows. Yes, we have 3 cats. Artemis is the orange girly that was in the video. Pippin is the big floof who is behind me, having a bath. Pippin! You say hi to everyone? She's like, no. Yes, please do. And then we also have Maple, who is our FIV boy. He isn't often on stream. That's the wrong zoom in. That's the right one. There's Pippin. She says, I have to be queen. I so dirty. Oh yes, let's take a look at this. Boop. Ooh. Hang on. I completely forgot to ask. Stop, go away. Ooh. Oh, see, that's fun. I used to do wheel throwing back in the day. I don't have a place to do it now. I need to find a place to do it because I miss it. I miss it so much. Oh no. Yeah, we absolutely can do a Maple stream. For sure. Well, this is so fun. I love this. So, do they have like their own like studio, or I mean, I would assume so if they're streaming from it. But that's cool. Thank you for the link. I'll have to poke around more. Home studio. Ah, oh, that's so cool. I would love to be able to do that. I have a lot of different crafts that I do here, but I do not have a place to fire pottery. Yet. Yeah, definitely, if you guys can, put water out for animals right now. Even just like a dish or a bowl. Like my little squirrel friend came up before. Even if you don't have food, just putting water out is great. Oh my goodness, hello? Another raid! Raiders! Welcome in, Studio Annie. Hi. How are you? Back-to-back raids, my word! How was your stream today? What were you getting up to? Thank you so much for bringing your community over and checking us out. I know, so many crafty friends. I love it. I love it. Well, welcome in. My name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety crafter who is chronically ill and full of different disorders. I am normally cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we also do things like diamond dots. We do miniatures, we do perler beads, and I've also been getting back into Pokemon. Like, I've always been a Pokemon nerd. But like we've been looking at cards and doing fun stuff like that. So there's a lot of just good vibes here, and there's a lot of cats. If you like cats, that's Pippin back there. She is modeling on the cat couch that is too small for her, but is her favorite thing. So welcome in. Oh, you also do pottery. Oh my gosh, is this the universe telling me that I need to get back into pottery? I think it is. I think it is. Because back in the day, in high school and in college, I did wheel throwing. Like, I did classes, I took, did credits. I have stuff, nothing on hand. There's stuff back there that I have thrown.
I found my people.
But I fear that I need to get back into it. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. Yes. I need to find a place that will let me throw without making me take a class. I don't need a class. I took so many years of it. I just want to throw. If you have a link that you would like to share, Instagram, a shop, whatever, of what you do, please feel free to do so. I would absolutely love to take a look. But welcome in. We just got another raid. So for all the new friends, I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. It is currently 4. You are always welcome. We actually just finished knitting a sweater that my great aunt had started back in the 1970s. So you never really know what you're gonna find here. Sometimes on Thursdays we play games. Like, it's comfy, cozy vibes. You're welcome to lurk. We're very lurker friendly. Lots of good chats and cats, so you know. No, because my computer absolutely was busted before stream. So I went live 15 minutes late today. Because my computer, OBS didn't want to start. The cat made you come? Did you happen to see, oh, by the way, sorry, so many things happening. Here's your raid star. We do paper stars here in the chat. So we do stars for every resub and raid stars. You guys get silver stars. And if you subscribe, you get the color of the month. This month is like this fuchsia. So thank you so much for trusting your community over here. If you're here for cats, I didn't show this on the last raid, but I feel like we have 2 sets of new friends now. This is what I'm working on. I made a mistake. I didn't realize quite how big this was when I bought it. Of course, the dimensions were listed. Okay? I have 2 more diamond dots of equal size and different designs. But I got this one because it made me think of my cats. So if you like cats, you're in the right place. Oh, it's just a little big. I think that we're going to end up having to get like a bigger house so that I can hang all of these on the walls. That's a perfectly logical reason to get a bigger house, right? Diamond dots to hang on the wall. You do see Dr. Gluon plushies. I am friends with Dr. Gluon and Mrs. G. I mod for him as well. I adore them. We actually, fun fact, the big plush over there, that big dragon, I designed a plush off of a Mrs. G, piece of art that she commissioned me to make. And, it's like a dragon that she, like, drew and asked me to make it in a crochet form for her kids. So, That big guy over there was my prototype. The Glooby plush? Yeah. Doc's great. I love them. But welcome in, everybody. We do have a raid video. We just played it, but I don't mind playing it again because we have so many new peeps that just stopped in. Just to kind of give you a taste of the silly shenanigans and cat, stuff that happens here. Yeah. I feel bad when his internet is playing up the way that it does. That's rough. But we'll play this raid video. We'll come back. We'll keep working on this, Dots. Again, Annie, if you need to raid and run, do any post-stream self-care or cleanup, please feel free to do so. Again, if you have a link to Instagram or your shop that you'd like to share, I'd love to check it out. But I hope that you all enjoy this video. If so, consider following. It's free, and then you can come back and we can hang out again. Be right back. Say hi. Hi, I'm Megan, and welcome to my stream. We have cats in hats. Dear diary. Dear diary. I dressed as an orange for you. It worked. You're so cute. I can't. I love your face. Nailed it first try. And welcome to my birthday stream.
Less than 3,333,333,333,333. Love my family at the moat.
Artemis is staring into your soul right now. Y'all, look it. You're getting so much maple silliness. Oh, you like the lesbian? Enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you hit that follow button. So, raiders and friends of the moat, I have a question, and that is, are you ready for some shenanigans? /in chat if you are. I'm so sparkly! So sparkly. All right, raiders, moat friends, can we get some readies in the chat if you are here and ready for shenanigans? It is a follower emote. If you are a follower, feel free to spam it. Thank you so much. Also, Annie shared a link. Let's take a quick peek, shall we? Let's see. Oh, we're making a clay football. Oh, I love this.
I found my people.
Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Oh, that's fun. Oh, they're cute. So you also have a home studio. I fear that, let me drop a follow. I fear that I need to, this is what I'm missing, James. I want a wheel too. Listen, I don't even need, that was a gorgeous transition, by the way. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you have all different kinds of clay too. That's, see? That's what I need. That's the bit that I need. Is the kiln. I can find a secondhand wheel. But the kiln is the tricky bit. Well, thank you again so much for coming over and for sharing a link. All of you guys should definitely drop a follow over there. I did. Did it not? There it goes. Hooray, Instagram. Oh, I love that. Oh, speaking of cats, we have a foster cat right now who's been doing so good, and I'm so proud of him. He's been doing so much. I think that I mentioned my stream schedule, but just in case I didn't, again, we just had 2 raids. I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. It is 4:10 right now. So y'all are definitely welcome to come back anytime. We are very lurker friendly here. You're welcome to come and lurk while you work or craft. Though if you are crafting and you're lurking, I might ask you what you're making. Because that's like, you know how you have to like pay pet tax when you post about your pets online? I feel like, you know, you gotta pay the craft tax. What are you crafting? And if anyone would like to join the Discord, you can do so there. It is the same foster, yes. Yep. Still Mr. Mittens. I don't think that I plan on having multiple fosters. Not right now. In this instance, you know, he was a cat that we trapped from our yard and got neutered. And they told me, you know, that they didn't have room for him at the shelter and asked if I could instead foster him until they did. And I was like, yeah, because you guys are already doing me a favor by getting him neutered and then finding him a home. So the least I can do is like foster him while, you know, that gets all sorted out. So I didn't plan any of this. No, none of the cats were planned in true, you know, cat distribution system. All 3 of my personal cats who, like, you know, live here full time showed up one day, basically. I do a lot of TNR here as well, although RR doesn't seem to stand for release. RR stands for rehome, because so far every single one of the cats that I have trapped and spayed or neutered has gone on to be adopted. Because I am a firm believer that no cat really wants to live their life outside alone. And honestly, 8 out of 8 cats so far have agreed. So there's always like some kind of cat adventure happening here, honestly. You never really know. Honestly, I would get him inside if you're able. Even if it's temporary. If you can open up a garage or leave a door that he can get in and out. Because unfortunately, most of that you're going to need to go to a vet about. But, like, even if it's just, like, a temporary thing, and, I mean, the other thing, too, is that you can probably also, I know every state is different, but you could always talk about, like, getting assistance for finding, like, a home for him if he's friendly and doesn't want to be outside. But honestly, what I would really recommend is trying to get him as much shade as possible. Whether that's setting up a place that he can hide. Or again, if you just open up a door and let him come in for a little while. That almost sounds like he lives in one of those houses, or like that's his family or whatever. It sucks because people, I mean, what I would do is I would put out food and water. Definitely put out water, if nothing else, in like a shady spot if you're able to. And that might be all that you're able to do. I mean, it sucks. It really does. Like, it absolutely breaks my heart right now to think about some of the ones that I haven't been able to trap yet who are out in this. Very fond of the little... Aww. Well, maybe you could also reach out to that neighbor and see if they're willing to let him come inside temporarily. Or again, if there's like a garage that they could open to like let him out of the sun. Honestly, I would, if you could. That would be on. You might want to try. I know that you were saying like you can't necessarily afford to like keep him, but I think at least I know where we live, it's supposed to be hot for like the next couple of days. And if he's a polite house guest, it might be better to let him stay until like the heat wave breaks. Do you know what I mean? If he's not upset or freaking out. And again, if he's really friendly and everything, you can always reach out to shelters in the area. See if they have anyone, either space for him or like someone who could foster. It's hard. It's hard when when these guys, you know, none of them choose this. None of them want to live out there. And it kind of breaks my heart when they're just kind of forced to be out there dealing with this. So, any help that can be given is always appreciated. Does not like the indoors. Maybe he'll make an exception today. Honestly, I have found that most animals that don't like the indoors okay when they are either given toys that are interesting to them, or they realize like they can rest and they're safe, or extreme weather, either storms or heat or cold, and all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, this is actually a lot nicer than being outside. Because like none of the ones that I have pulled in off the street, and obviously just because none of mine have doesn't mean that every cat will want to be inside. I know that. But if you find the right like enrichment inside, a lot of them will thrive. The other thing that you can always look at are like the cooling mats. Or again, just like making a space where they can kind of cool down as much as they can. I'd adopt him right this second. Renting the place like, oh, I get it. I absolutely understand that because I am in love with our foster cat. And the way that I wish that he and our FIV boy got along, so that I could be like, well, I guess we have to keep them since they're friends. Because I just love him. He's so sweet. I understand. wanting to be able to and not being able to. No judgment here. You gotta, like, my main thing, right, is I am sure that I could eventually get everybody to live together happily. Like all 4 of these cats that are in my house currently. But financially, it is irresponsible for us to take on another cat. We already have some cats with expensive medical needs, and it is not smart for us to take on another. And so for that reason, I won't be. But if that wasn't a problem, you bet your ass I would. He was excited to see you. Oh, buddy. Yeah, he would probably be really grateful for some time inside. Also, good morning, Emily. We are about to have ads, y'all. So if you are new here, Twitch plays ads once an hour. And I use those ads as mandatory stretch breaks. I stop what I'm doing. We play some words on stream. It's a good opportunity for you to get a snack, a drink, use a bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, take a stretch break. Look, even Pippin is. You won't miss anything here because I'm not going to be here. So I will be right back. Thank you all for hanging out through ads. Thank you all for sitting through ads. They are wrapping up right now. There they go. Thank you all for sitting through ads. I hope that you had a good stretch, a good break. I did not move too much because Pippin is sleeping and happy, but I did put my pen down and I did stretch my back, so that's good. Yeah, sometimes the stretches have to be tiny because animals, you know? Stop that. I'm like eagerly waiting for Echo to come back and let us know how it went with Cheese. Also, that's a great name for a cat. There are so many good names for cats out there. Like, silly names or serious names, and they make me happy. Well, hopefully we figured out whatever was going wrong with my computer today. And hopefully we'll be able to try out the new game tomorrow without everything breaking. I don't know. OBS is just... Computers are just, you know, technology. I blame AI. I'd be able to upgrade my PC if AI wasn't making all the upgradable parts so freaking expensive. Ugh. Yikes, that was a big old mess. Mm-hmm. I like this color. It's like a very rose gold sort of shade. So yesterday, Mittens ended up meeting Artie and Pippin through the baby gate. And both girls were much better behaved this time. And he did great too. he did try to do some illegal math where he tried to figure out, like, you could see, you know, he kind of backed up a little bit and he was like looking at the baby gate, and I could tell that he was like, I could jump that. And I was like, no. I'm sure that you could, but you're not allowed. But otherwise they did good. So I told the shelter, I sent them videos, and I was like, I know at least for sure he could be with, you know, a calm girl kitty. I have not tried him with Maple. I feel like Maple is not the boy cat to try with him. And, you know, it's interesting because I look at how Mittens has, over time, since he's come in, adjusted to things and his manners, I guess. And I know that he obviously had been around people before, just based on, you know, the situation when he showed up. But it really makes me wonder why Maple hasn't learned some of the same things in all of his time inside, like why he still acts the way he does. And it's just, it again kind of makes me think that maybe Maple was like a single cat, like he didn't have kitten like siblings, or maybe he wasn't with his mom long enough where she could like teach him how to be a cat and proper manners, because there are things that Mittens does that Maple doesn't, and I'm like, guys, how, why? It's just interesting. And again, kind of makes you wish that they could talk and tell you their story. Like, where did you come from? Why are you the way you are? Pippin's back there snoring right now. Oh, sweet girl. He is! Yeah, he came back on the 14th. He's back. Freaking finally. Carrier secured. What a good guy. Good job, Cheese, and good job, you. It's so nice. After 8 months, it's so nice. It definitely took Pippin a while to be, like, adjusting. She still is kind of jumpy with him when he, like, just exists. But she's doing a lot better. Like, we were able to trim her nails together. Like, you know, he gave her squeeze treat and she was fine. It's just, like, getting used to... Yeah, oh.
It's me. I'm back.
What you eating?
A pretzel.
Oh, of course. What you playing?
Battlefield 6.
Nice. Yeah, he will be back at work. Right now, he is technically still on Air Force orders. He's going to be doing stuff out of, like, his home base, for more training. And so whenever that training is done, he'll be back at Amtrak. But for now, he's waiting to do some more Air Force training, so... Yeah. Yeah, he's on leave. For a couple more days. Oh, you haven't gotten him yet. Yeah, treats Treats are a good idea. You're bringing him back, like, to your place, right? So I don't necessarily know that you need water, but canned wet food? Wet food is always a good motivator to get them to come over or go in a carrier or whatever. Sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah. That sounds good. Mm-hmm. Or to cover the crate. If it's like the kind that's open, sometimes they get stressed out about, like, I don't know. But yes, my kitties have like a towel or a blanket in their crates, and then I'll use one to like cover sometimes. Yes, and good luck. And thank you for caring, honestly. Any of you guys that, talk about taking care of outdoor animals, whether they're cats or, squirrel, whatever, it makes me happy. Because we all share this planet. We gotta look out for each other, So, it does my heart good. Like, it sucks that so many of them end up outside and, need people to step in, but it's just unfortunate. It's a nice switch, though, to see more people, like, caring about outdoor cats and things like that. I almost feel like social media has helped with that, too, because I know that some people before, or, I mean, I don't know, they've said before that, like, coming across, Maple's page has changed, like, their perspective on them, and that, like, now they've also started, like, taking care of and putting out water for, these cats, like, realizing that they're not there or being like a nuisance because they want to, but because they have no other choice. Back from puppy potty walks. Welcome back. Please give your puppy a boop or a smooch or whatever it is that they like. They didn't choose this life. It's on people. Yep. And even if they were born outside, that's still on people. That's on, the idiots who, like that one neighbor of mine who's like, my cat's out there. He's not neutered. Please don't neuter him. And I'm like, no, he's going to get neutered if he shows up on my property. That's how it works in this state. Because all that's going to happen is that's going to make more cats that didn't ask for this. And then those same people will be the ones who post and they're like, I haven't seen my outdoor cat in like ages. Can anyone help? And it's like, well, what do you mean? You let your cat wander in an area that's dangerous. Ugh. Spay and neuter. Why make the problem worse? Yeah. 1,000%. Because one unaltered male can create so many kittens in one season. Oh my god. And they will travel. They will travel miles to find a girl in heat. Like, when Soot's parents came over to meet Mittens, even they were like, I'm really impressed at how much these cats would travel between our house and their house. It's a 10+ minute walk for people. I don't even know how long it would be for cats. But their tiny little legs. And they would do that daily. Wild. If they had to pay for the or care for the kittens that came from it, true. Very true. I bet that they would also, honestly, if you, like, force them to pay to take care of, like, kittens that were born because of their cat being outside, I'd bet you that they would just relinquish ownership rather than pay. Yeah. I have several strays I feed, and I try my best to keep them safe and fed. I would bring inside when we took him to the vet to be checked out. He had, oh, yeah. Honestly, it might not be that he doesn't want to be inside. For a cat who has lived outside its whole life, going to the vet for the first time is extremely anxiety inducing. Because my boy Maple, his first time going to the vet, same exact thing. Panting, freaking out, panicking. Because if you think about it, if they have lived their whole life outside, they probably have never been in a car. And so now they're going in a car, they're having strange people touching them. They're, you know, like, it's a very overwhelming, upsetting experience that is necessary, unfortunately. But just because they freak out going to the vet doesn't necessarily mean that they wouldn't want to be inside. Not saying that, you know, you have to be the one to home them or anything, but just like an aside. You have 3 inside kitties. Oh no, because he's mad that you brought another male in the house. Oh, I understand that. And that's the bottom line, is that we all can only do what we can do, you know? I would never cast judgment because people aren't, you know, keeping or taking in all of the outside cats. You going ahead and getting him TNR'd is huge. That's amazing. That is preventative care.
Found my people.
That will help him so much in the long run. Thank you so much for that follow, by the way. Welcome in. So thank you so much for, like, TNRing, honestly. Super important work. We got his vaccines up to date. Yep. Oh, skin issues. The other thing that you can talk to your vet about, ask them if they would be willing to prescribe gabapentin or a different kind of short-acting anxiety medication for him, because that's what we give Maple, and it helps tremendously. I rated in. I'm going to lurk. What are you doing on your lurk? Are you playing a game? Are you crafting? Enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much for hanging out from the raid. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follow. We have a different cat who has it. Yes. Honestly, I really think that that would help him. And the other thing too is that if he has been either inside since the TNR or just being around people more, he might be less stressed going to the vet the second time. Like the first time, that first time is a lot for them. I like one of the first times we went to bring Maple to the vet, instead of going to the vet, we ended up going to urgent care because he panicked and bit me. And I needed to get shots and antibiotics. So that was a fun phone call to make, to be like, hi, so we're supposed to be bringing Maple in like, 30 minutes or whatever. We're gonna have to reschedule. And they were like, what's up? And I'm like, we have to go to urgent care. Because I cornered him and tried to get him in a crate, and he panicked. I don't blame him. Tepig, what a cutie. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought that he had gone in and he was the one that was hyperventilating. I thought that he had, or was that like a different place that you took him maybe to like be TNR'd, and so the vet won't. Sorry, I might have misunderstood. This is cat fur now that I'm working on. Shadow the Stray, who is panting, also needs gotcha. I see. I gotcha. So they're not sure about giving him the gabapentin and not the Stray. Gotcha. Too many cats. I wasn't keeping them straight. Story of my life, honestly. So many cats, so little time, right? Oh no! That's why you have the can. See if he'll come over if you like shake or open the can of food. We try to take our cats to an all cats clinic. Oh, that's nice. We love the vet there. It's nice to not have the barking dog stressing out the kitties. That is nice. Does he come when you call? Maybe try like calling for him. Or hanging out in the spot that he usually meets you at. He probably figured, you know, you were going away for the day. Yeah. You have had a few FIV cats. They have long, mostly healthy lives. Yeah. So Maple and Mittens both have FIV, which is wild, that the two black and white male cats that I have brought in from my yard have both had FIV and none of the others. So far, like I said, I have trapped and rehomed, or kept 8 cats. And 6 of them were FIV negative. And the 2 that are FIV positive are both black and white boys who were, like, terrified of me at first. And, like, the irony of that to me is not lost. Like, if I had a nickel for every time it happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice. So, yeah, it would have been really nice if the 2 of them got along, because then Maple could have a friend. Because he is, you know, I don't know if he maybe was a single kitten, or maybe his mom, he wasn't with his mom enough. I don't know what it is. He doesn't understand how cats work, if that makes sense. He will meow at Pippin or Artemis and then go to, like, swat them. Like, he's really, he has really bad manners. But he loves us. Like, he loves people. I just would love for him to have a buddy. Because I feel like all animals should have a friend if they, you know, want one. And so far, he hasn't wanted to be friends with anyone. And that's fine. Like, we're not going to force it. But I swear you could almost, like, see when Mittens realized that there were other cats in the house. Like, oh. Wait. Like, there are other, like, there's more of me here? Like, oh, okay, it's not a bad place then. Like, they're all happy and, you know, whatever. I don't know if you do exclamation point share. Does that pull up a link? If not, I can grab one. I don't know if that'll... It used to be... No, dang, okay. Give me a sec. But yeah, I mean, I cried both times when I was told. Like, with Maple, it was anxiety and fear finding out he had FIV. And with Mittens, it was just sadness because Mittens had a collar. Mittens had a person that he trusted once upon a time, enough that he could have a collar put on him. But clearly he was failed by that person, because he was not spayed or he wasn't neutered rather. And, you know, as such, he ended up getting FIV because, you know, he got into fights with, other cats because he was not neutered. So, oh no, it says currently unavailable, but this is the chair. You might be able, it looks like there's other ones similar to it in the, you know, consider these available items. So, that's the exact one that I got, but there are other ones that are similar, so you're welcome. Going down in little increments every few hours? No. That's so annoying. Almost a year, and he is still so rude to the other. Yeah. We keep them separated, but it's hard. Really want them to all be happy. Yes. Yes, Maple is kept separate from the girls. The girls all get along with each other. We still try with Maple, and he's still, this is what I was saying before, that it amazes me that after all this time inside, he's still so bad at it. Like, I say with so much love in my heart, you know? Like, I love him so much. He is the reason that all of these other cats have found their happy endings, because he showed up one day. But he's so bad at catting. Not the slow sink. Slow blinks are great, yes. Oh. It could be, that the cat is upset. It could be that the cat has a UTI. It could be, not saying that they're not doing a proper job cleaning or anything. It could be that the litter box is deemed too dirty by the cat. There was the one time that Maple peed on the couch was because, this was when he was still new, and he had, like the pee pad that was under, he has to have like the box where it would, collect on a pee pad. It was too saturated. It smelled too much, and he was like, this is dirty. I can't use it. Not that I'm saying that they're not cleaning properly, just that sometimes cats are like, nope, can't use it. It could be a change in something, weather, environment, house, schedule, and this might be silly too, anything new in the area where the litter boxes are kept. Is there a new washing machine that's making new sounds, or a new fill in the blank thing that they don't like? But yeah, I would call the vet too, because they might want to like get a urine sample to see if the cat does have a UTI. Because when Artie had issues, it was, yeah. But that sucks, and that's so stressful. Things have been stressful, yeah. It could even be almost like smells are different in the house, just like, like doctor smells, if you will. But yeah, that could be adding some stress. No change, I'm assuming, in like food or anything like that. But yeah, I would definitely say, like, I would call the vet. Just to see if they want to do like a urine sample, because that would that could definitely be it. If any of you have had a UTI, you know that sucks. And I can't even imagine for like a cat or a dog. Because like they can't really explain it. Like you just have to catch it and realize. Thanks for the lurk. Love you. Gotta catch 'em all. This is a lot of this color. Do you guys want to see? Do I even need to ask? Mittens and Pippin. I know I showed you guys Mittens and Artie yesterday. But then Mittens met Pippin last night. And I was very impressed. Yes. Yeah, like I said, that was a silly thing to ask. The day that you guys say no to me showing you pet videos is the day that I know that my Twitch chat has been abducted. Dang, you know, when I had looked at the Mets score before, I thought that the Mets were on the right side and the Blue Jays were on the left. And so right now when I just like opened my phone and saw the 5-0, I thought that we were winning. And then I realized they're the Mets. That's not happening. We don't win. Let me finish this color and then I'll show you guys the kitty video. Here's basically half over, which means that Christmas and my friends' birthdays will be upon me before I know it. So I guess it's a blanket making time. True. Time to start planning out what's going to be made for Christmas gifts. Gosh. I also have to start planning some stuff for next month because it's my birthday and we should do something on stream. I don't know what, but something. Birthday, yeah. Too late last year. I'm hoping to be less stressed and more prepared. I love that. Oops. I'm going to have like some up in the air things because I have no idea if my brother and his husband are going to be parents by Christmas. Which sounds wild, but they're in the process of fostering to adopt, so I might have to plan out. It is. It's very exciting. Already said they would like you to make... Oh, that's good. There you go. Yeah, I love it when, like, either one of the Ryans, so my brother and his husband are both named Ryan. And it's great when either one of them is like, hey, I really like this. Could you make it for me? And I'm like, yep. You betcha I can. Yeah. I hear that. It's stressful when you've got pets going away. As someone who is a foster kid most of the time, just getting a gift from someone means a lot. Yeah. I have planned in my mind that one of the things I would like to do with them, now they don't live like super close, which kind of sucks. But whenever we do get to meet them, which might actually be later this month, I'm not 100% sure. I want to take them to Michael's and let them pick out yarn for a blanket. Because I very distinctly remember going with my Aunt Shirley when I was a kid and picking out yarn for a blanket that she made me. Like, I still remember going and, like, looking at the wall of yarn and all the choices. And I want to, like, make them blankets. And, like, yeah, okay, I could just ask, like, you know, favorite colors and do it that way. But, I don't know, there's something special about, like, going and, like, picking it yourself. It feels important. So, it feels extra special. And then you get, like, all excited for it to, like, be done. I just kind of have to, like, I should act as though they're not, you know, that they're going to be with my brother. And I should plan something. They're still even learning, you know, the things that the kids like. So it's a little tricky to plan, like, when you're not 100% sure. Like, I know that the boy is enjoying Pokemon. Like, I could make him something related to that. But, like, and, you know, my brother was saying that the little girl really likes, you know, all things, like, fantasy. And so I was like, oh, you know, does she have, like, a favorite princess? Like, maybe I can make, because she's 4. She's about to be 5, so she's little. And I'm like, you know, maybe I can, like, make her something related to that. And he's like, I'm not really sure. Like, a lot of it she hasn't seen yet. So we're still trying. And I'm like, no, I get that. Like, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just come up with a couple of different ideas. They're sweet kids, though. From what I've heard. And the people that they're, like, the foster parents that they're currently with have been, you know, really good, which is always nice. They've just kind of been through a lot. So, you ever just have a moment where you're like, am I doing the right color? I just panicked a little bit and I was like, oh god. I don't know why I all of a sudden thought that this one was the wrong color. But I just had to double check it and I'm like, no, we're good. Zoned out chair shopping? No worries. We're making decent time on this, considering that my computer just was like at the beginning of stream. That's the technical term, by the way. Oh, nice. Love that for you. Oh my gosh, today I was playing, when we were playing Palia, it was James's first time doing Hot Pot. And so, like, we were at a table together and I was teaching him and people were being very patient. And we played, I don't know, probably 4 rounds together. Right? So well into the night market at this point. And then some person comes in, snipes my spot at the table. There were open tables there. And then didn't even play the game. Like, let it, like, the timer run out every time. And then as soon as the game was over, they ran away from the table. And it was like, what are you doing? Like, what? Like, even the other people in the chat were like, what on earth? And I'm like, and I even said, I was like, you know, I was trying to teach someone, like, come on. Damn. And then it was funny because even James, like, in the chat was like, you know, and now they're not even doing anything. And then someone else who had been at the table we were playing with commented on the fact that they, like, ran away as soon as the game was over. They're like, oh, so they're not AFK. They just were being slow on purpose? Like, what? He won one of his Hot Pot games, which is fun. Wow, I know. Like, and it's one thing if the person was like, I'm so sorry. Because, like, here's the thing. Sometimes the game is glitchy, and sometimes you don't see the people there. Like, especially in an area where it's, like, overloaded, right? And so I would not have even been upset if they're like, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there. Like, anything. Any kind of acknowledgement. But nope. It's like, alright. Cool. Cool. Because I have definitely done that before. Where someone was like, hey, like, we were... And I'm like, what? Like, when I came up, it didn't show... It showed, like, 2 people at the table. I'm so sorry. Like, my bad. Like, I'm not... Wild work. Alright, ads are about to play. So we are going to take a stretch break, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. Stand up, take a stretch break. We'll pause here. And then when we get back, we'll finish up this section. Hooray. Hooray for still being able to finish this bit, even if I had to start late. So, alright. BRB. Thank you all for sitting through ads. Oops, I didn't push the other button. Sorry. I also realized that I didn't show you Mittens last night. So if you're still here, congrats. You get to see a cat. And I will do, actually, while I show you that, here's the ticket giveaway to vote on what craft we do Friday. So go ahead and get your tickets, exclamation point ticket. And then, here you go. So everything inside was fascinating to him. And then there's Pippin. And look at this good Mion.
Good job, guys.
Like, he was really interested in whatever was down the hall.
It's okay.
He was staring a little longer than she was.
And then he also
Oh, looking at the ceiling again.
explored
What? Yeah, that's more narrow than the. Oh God. I think you're burnt orange.
And there was also a fair bit of this this existential the existential staring which was fabulous. Yeah, that, like, he was definitely nervous when he first came in. This was the second time he had come in. Hold on. And you could see he was definitely more hesitant. But then, like, once he got in and he realized it was safe and that we were still there, he was a lot more... You can see he's like, I don't know about all this. This a whole different space, a whole different smell. And just in case you missed Artemis yesterday, because I am so proud of both of them. Here's Artie and him. His little meows.
James.
Those meows are Artie. And then look at her. Just look at her. Is she like, you want to be friends?
That's very nice.
You want to be friends? And I was like, oh my God. What good girl. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of her. Yeah, she's like, got your nose. And I'm so proud of him because I had no idea how he would react to another cat, just considering that he's like covered in bite marks and, you know, I don't know the life he lived. But he was just like, no, we're cool. I don't know if it's because they're girls or if it's because they're calm or both. It could be both. Because he definitely got into screaming matches with Soot outside. So I know that he can be vocal and mad when he wants to be. Go ahead and get your tickets now, chat. We will do that giveaway here in a minute. I'm angry and I must scream. Mm-hmm. All right, has everyone entered? Oh my god, shut up, there's an Eevee in chat. Shut the front door. The way that my brain was like, you have a Master Ball. Like, girl, you already have an Eevee. Calm down. Psst, psst, psst. Come here, Eevee. All right. Last call for ticket entries. Closing as soon as Eevee is either caught or missed by all of us. Very good, Pokemon. Very good. Did all of us get it? I hope all of us got it. See, always work. Yeah. It does. All right. The winner is Emily. What would you like to vote on? You had pretty good odds. Only 3 people entered. D, you got it. Thank you for hanging out, being here to vote. That was loud. Oh my gosh, there's so few of these. Look at that. Oh, I missed one. I hate when that happens. Although, I hate it a lot more when it happens when I'm cross-stitching. And I have to pull out, like, a whole... Like, I have to thread up a whole thing again. That's worse. Just the teeniest, tiniest bit of this butterfly. This is the first bit of blue we're doing, which is fun. Oh god. I really like these cases. They have made this quite nice to not have to be like pouring drills every time. Definitely worth it for a bigger project like this. I guess even a smaller one, it would be nice, but for sure something like this. Just one less thing you have to do. One less thing to spill, too, or knock over. Okay, I need to move this water bottle because I keep smacking it. Not that I think anyone notices, but... Hi, Sharon. How are you? On your way home? Ooh, that's a late day, huh? Hate that. Internet isn't good? That's okay. No worries. These are the super sparkly ones. Oh, okay. That's better then. I at first was like, you were at work this whole time? Like, what? Oh no. But that's different. Okay. Well, I hope that you had a good time then. That's a very different reason to be going home late. I'm home with functioning internet. Hooray! Love that for you. Hate that the internet isn't functioning, but you know. I feel like that's just the way that today is. The internet, just technology doesn't want to work. Aw, thanks. Maybe later. I don't know if we'll play later. Oh, so I know tomorrow we're going to play a new game. Hopefully the computer will cooperate, because it sure didn't want to cooperate today. But I also bought Power Wash Sim while it was on sale, so we could play that at some point too. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that sucks, Petrichor. I got the first one because it was on sale for $10. Yeah. The second one was it was $20 on sale. But if anything, I was more looking at possibly getting like the House Flipper remastered first, because then that I would have all the DLC. Because from what I've read, people who already had, I guess, a lot of the House Flipper stuff have been kind of pissed, because I guess they're like, this isn't a remaster, like, there's not a lot changed. But I only have the game. I don't have any of the DLC. So to me, it might be worth buying the House Flipper remastered just to get all the DLC for a better price, but I don't know. Money, you know? She's a bitch. The Wallace and Gromit. Isn't Wallace and Gromit a DLC for the first one? Dang, y'all. I blew through that one. I started 15 minutes late and I finished 15 minutes early. This took 2.5 hours today, not 3. You know, part of me wants to kind of go down a little bit and finish these flowers, but I don't know if I should, because we've been doing it section by section. For one big square, so one of these big ones normally takes me a full stream. Give or take. Hooray! Want that one column to be done? Which, we're almost at the end of this one. I guess that's a bit why I'm like, should I just do a little cheeky bit more there and finish the flowers? I think we should. I think we should. Who cares? I'm making this up as I go. We'll just fold that back. We're not going to remove it because I'm going to put it back down, but who cares? As a little treat. Yeah. Let me just make sure that that's recording. Oh my god, the Mets are losing 9-0. Good lord! Every time that I open my phone, it gets worse. Oh. They are a special kind of suck this year. Let me tell you all. I mean, I'm not too surprised considering that they, like, traded away everyone. And, like, the main issue has been that a lot of the players who are playing out of position and have been making a ton of errors because they're playing positions that they're not used to playing. Like, you can't be mad at someone who's normally playing third base for missing an outfield catch. What are you talking about? That's a whole different, like, everything. Ugh. But what are you going to do when you traded away the first baseman and didn't get a replacement? I don't know if they know this, but first base is kind of an important position. It's typically involved in every play. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe the manager just, or it's not the manager. Well, it's everyone's fault. Let's be real. First base season has its own coach, literally. So productive during that break, vacuuming done and blankets out of the dryer and folded. Hell yeah. Oh, I love that for you. That's such a good feeling. We got a new couch cover for the basement couch because the one that we had was literally... the basement couch was our couch when we lived in our apartment. And it was a hand-me-down couch from a family friend. So it is a very old couch. It is gross and beat up. And, but it's really comfortable. But the couch cover that we had was, like, in rough shape. So we got a new one, and it's so much nicer now. Like, oh, it's going to be so nice to sit on that now instead of constantly fighting with the old cover. All of that brought up because you mentioned laundry. And we washed it and then put that on today. And it was like, oh, this is nice. And again, things that child me would be like, you're excited about a new couch cover. Things that adult me is like, hell yeah! Yes, we have waterproof couch covers too. Yep. I am familiar with them. They've come a long way, compared to, like, when I think of protective, waterproof kind of stuff, when I was younger, I think of, like, the plastic that, like, stuck to your leg, you know? Not like a fabric that had a waterproof like underlayer. I'm lucky that my cats don't do that on the bed. They are carpet runners though. When they feel like they're going to get sick, they run to the nearest carpet and do it on the carpet. Which I get it, they need traction, I guess, but like, could you stand on the carpet and aim off of it instead of directly onto it? That'd be really fantastic. Please and thanks. Oh, they love the carpet. Going to, oh. Yeah, once upon a time, I actually had a rug in my office. And that rug was removed before Pippin even showed up. Because Artie, who we didn't even realize was dealing with, like, IBD, if she would have poo problems, would drag her butt across the carpet. And I just got tired of having to clean skid marks off my rug. So we carpet cleaned it one last time. It's rolled up in the corner in our basement. Hi, Mom. I did. It's definitely got one that came with removable covers and waterproof inner covers. Oh, that sounds amazing. Honestly, Procrasticrafting, this is such a random thing. If you have a link or like the name of what you got, because we have never purchased a couch. All of our couches are hand-me-downs. The ones upstairs were left by the previous homeowners. The one in our basement, like I said, was a hand-me-down from a friend. So I would love to find something new that fits our style, but that is also not going to be ruined by the pets. Oh my god, waited for you to hold the bag? What a baby. Patch used to be really good when he would, like, throw up. He would, like, kind of try to let you know. And half the time we would be able to, like, run him outside. Like, he didn't run away from us. So, like, when he started, he would, like, go towards the back door. And, we'd, like, run to get his harness, and he'd just stand there while we harnessed him up. Like, thanks for taking me outside. I didn't want to do this in here. Oh, Lovesac. Okay. But you see, a big purchase that is, like, going to last a long time is a smart purchase, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather get something that's going to hold up to our pets than get something that isn't and then in a couple of years needs to be replaced. One of the sectionals? Okay. Oh no. That's a wild thing to have an animal do out of spite. Where in the heck is it? There it is. Big purchase, totally worth it. Okay, no, but see, that's good to know. Because sometimes you see, like, these companies that are, like, really expensive or, like, are the big expensive purchases. And you're like, is it really worth the hype? Or is it just, like, they have so many, like, influencers, you know, that you just hear about it all the time. So knowing from, like, 2 people now that they are worth it, that makes me want to look at it more. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, okay, well, I know that this is a decent product and not just, yeah. They have sales multiple times a year. Yeah. That's good to know too. Okay, we just need this little bit. And we'll call my little, wanting to get this next little part of the flower bit done. Hey, James, did you want to go put the oven on?
Yes.
I love the delay.
What was that?
I loved the delay. Because, like, I asked, and then, like, a couple seconds later, you were like, yes.
Oh, I heard it on
yeah.
this. Yeah, okay.
I'm like, he has his headphones on. He didn't hear me ask out loud. He heard it through the stream. If you get the sectionals, you do have to put it together. Spend a couple hours putting it together and putting on all the covers. That's okay. I don't mind. Hooray! Those little flowers are done. Should we just do a little... No. No. Yes? No. I love putting together furniture, so I was in heaven. My husband has ADHD and it's in hell. See, I have ADHD too, and I don't mind putting together furniture, but if it's like... if it's poorly designed or difficult, then that's a different story. I get like frustrated then and stressed. But if it's decently designed, then I'm normally good with like putting together furniture. Hooray! We got a section in a little bit. He hates the repetition. Oh, see, my ADHD likes repetition. Well, maybe that's my anxiety. Some part of my neurospice likes the repetition. And I think because you're building something, it helps. Because, like, there's a certain amount of repetition that's bad. Do you know what I mean? But because you get to watch something come together, that feels okay. All right, you ready, chat? What on earth? Oh, it caught on the light thing. All right. Here we go. Dun, da, da, da. Hooray! There's so much more. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's great. Well, we're getting there. We're making good progress. We got 2 more sections down here to do. Maybe we have like an extra long stream and just do all of it. Allison, thank you for remembering to clip that. I appreciate the heck out of you. Originally, I was like, oh, I forgot to ask. I'll just have James take a picture of it for the video. Hooray! The flower looks good. The colors are so pretty on this. No, you stop that right now. You're helpful more than just that. You take that back. Look, Procrasticrafting is feeding you. You're helpful. Oh, good. The Mets have scored 2 runs. We're now losing by 7 instead of 9. Well, hooray. Oh my gosh. Nom 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 nom. Delicioso. Oh, sorry. All right. That is going to do it for us today. Tomorrow we are going to try a new game. It's a cleaning game by the same people who did the other games that we have done on stream that we've really liked. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. If for whatever reason my computer misbehaves again, hopefully it will allow me instead to just do Animal Crossing, worst case scenario. But what is this called? I think it's called, yeah, Cozy Cleaner. Here, I can show you all if you want to see a little cheeky peek. Hang on. Is there a video? Is there a video? There we go. Hi, Butter Toast. How are you? And what I really like about this, right, so you do all the cleaning bits and the organizing and the sweeping and whatever, but then you have to repair stuff. Look at this. There's like steps and you fix things. And I like that too. I like that it's not, look at the, oh yeah. I like that it's not just like cleaning, that there's like a 2-part, look at this, sorting. Oh, I love it. So I'm excited. I need a lawnmower that mows by itself, right? Especially right now with it being this hot. Oof. Like literally the way that we decide when to mow the lawn is whatever day is going to be the least offensive to be outside. So it's on your wish list. We're going to play it tomorrow. Honestly, I have been really pleased by anything that Rogue Duck has made. We've played a bunch of their other games before, and all of them have been, like, they're inexpensive. It's on sale right now for $4.19, evidently. So, but, like, you get a decent amount, like, it's not a game that you're going to play for, like, weeks on end, or, like, you know, a really long time, but there is replayability normally, and I think you get your money's worth, like, you're going to get at least, like, say you're paying $1 an hour, you're going to get at least 5 hours worth of enjoyment out of this, you know? So yeah, we'll give that a shot tomorrow, and hopefully everything cooperates. Fingers crossed. But I hope that you all have a lovely rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow. Here's Discord. Here's my socials. Come hang out, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.